My friend tried to ruin my business because I refused to alter her wedding outfit. Amoge, a 29-year-old fashion designer from southeastern Nigeria. I never thought helping a friend for free could end up almost damaging my business. But that's exactly what happened when I refused to fix my friend's poorly sewn dress, and she decided to badmouth me in a WhatsApp group. This eventually turned into a full-blown scandal that almost cost me my reputation. Hello friends, welcome to another eye-opening story of broken friendship. If you're new here, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It really helps us grow. Now, let's get back to the story. Back in May 2025, I visited my friend Chineye at her office. We've known each other for years, and she'd finally decided to give my fashion brand a try. I initially charged her for the 2 outfits she brought to me to make, but the amount she was bargaining for was laughably low. Instead of arguing, I decided to make the 2 dresses for free. I thought if she sees my work quality, maybe she will understand why I charge what I charge. Plus, she was from an affluent family, and honestly, I hoped impressing her would help me reach other high-end clients. It felt like a win-win situation. While I was at her office, I overheard her colleagues talking about an upcoming wedding, which was apparently a big event hosted by one of the company's part owners. I introduced myself politely to them, and by the time Chineye tried on one of her new dresses, her colleagues were so impressed that 4 of them promised to reach out to me. At that time, I was just 3 months into my own fashion business. I had finished 7 years of apprenticeship under my madam, who settled me with 800 pay and a sewing machine. The money wasn't much, but my skill was solid. So you can imagine my excitement when they promised to reach out to me. It felt like a breakthrough was coming. But by the end of May, nobody called. Mid-June came, still nothing. So I decided to visit her office again just to gently remind them about making their outfits. Her attitude that day was off. She barely spoke and kept giving one-word replies. It felt like I was irritating her, but at that time, I could afford very little pride, so I excused her behavior, assuming she was simply stressed. Her colleagues were very polite, especially when they noticed Chineye's attitude. One of them, Ijoma, mentioned that she had previously asked Chineye for my number, but she said she lost it after flushing her phone, which is why they hadn't been able to reach me. Something about that explanation sounded off, but I ignored it. 2 of her colleagues took my contact and promised to visit. 3 to their word. They came that weekend with corset-style designs, and we agreed on 55,000 naira each. That same evening, Chineye also sent in her own style, a similar pattern, so I charged her the same price as her friend. She said she would get back to me, and that was it. A week later, one of her colleagues, Cynthia, returned to cancel her order after asking if I could reduce my charge, which I politely declined. I refunded her deposit without any drama. Thankfully, the second lady, Ijoma, decided to go ahead with hers. I completed Ijoma's outfit by the end of July, just as we had agreed. When she came for her first fitting, she was overjoyed. She absolutely loved it. To my surprise, Cynthia, the one who had cancelled, came back saying she now wanted me to make her outfit after all. I suspected Ijoma might have convinced her, but I didn't ask. However, I increased the price to 70k because it was now urgent. It meant I had to leave other people's order to work on hers. She hesitated, but still paid because she needed it done fast. By the end of August, both outfits were complete, and both ladies looked stunning when they tried them on. Then came September. The wedding was just around the corner, on the 15th. Chineye suddenly appeared at my workshop, smiling and chatting like old times. I should have known something was up. After a few minutes, she finally said, "Oge, please do me a favor." I sighed internally. I already knew where this was going. She went to her car, brought out a bag, and there it was, a ready-made corset gown, terribly sewn. Threads around the beaded area were visible. The tailor used the wrong bust cups for her, and the padded hip area was uneven. It was just terrible. She started ranting about how the tailor cheated her, how he needed to go back to tailoring school, and how God will punish him. I said nothing. Then she turned to me, "Oge, I beg you, in the name of God, help me." I asked her how much she paid for the poorly made outfit because I was already boiling. Inside, I knew she was lying, so I kept staring at her and she quietly admitted it was actually 50K. At that moment, my rage was written all over my face. I wondered why she couldn't just have added 5K more and given me the job in the first place. All I could see was her wickedness. I couldn't hold it in, and I asked her if it would have killed her to just pay me 55K back then. All she said was, "Please, Oge, I'm sorry, help me." But I was truly busy. I had multiple orders lined up, so I told her honestly that I couldn't promise her anything soon. It would be better if she looked for another person to help her. She left her outfit on my couch and drove off anyway. She texted me 2 days later, around the 5th of September. I ignored her. I wasn't ready to kill myself over someone who didn't value me or my work. Then on the 8th, she stormed into my workshop again. When she saw the bag containing her outfit untouched, still in the exact same position she had left it, she completely lost it. She started shouting, insulting, and accusing me of wickedness, of having no fear of God. In her words, I was a horrible Christian. At that moment, I lost it also. It felt like someone had poured hot water on me. I refused to be disrespected. After all, I never claimed to be a perfect Christian. We exchanged words though. It turned into a full-blown war of insults. If it wasn't for my neighbors who intervened, I might have poured a bucket of water on her. One elderly neighbor asked me how much I would charge her to fix the dress. I said 55K because I knew she wouldn't agree to that price. Honestly, I was hoping she wouldn't. I didn't want to touch that outfit. Chineye hissed, grabbed the bag, kept insulting me, and drove off, just as I expected. She was cheap. A day to wedding. Ijoma, her colleague, sent me screenshots from their office WhatsApp group. Can you imagine this so-called friend was dragging my name through the mud, calling me heartless and inconsiderate, and blaming me for ruining her look? To make matters worse, Cynthia, the same one whose outfit I had made urgently, was backing her up. I was livid. My brand's reputation was being dragged publicly. For what exactly? I wanted to react, but Ijoma advised me to ignore it. I almost did, until I saw Chineye's Instagram post a day after the event. She wrote, "Only situations reveal who your real friends are. Shame to the devil. Oh, I still look cute, but could have looked better." Oh, really? Who else could that be about except me? I was the only Oge she had recently met for an outfit amendment. Or maybe I was just being paranoid. Sure, I retaliated because I refused to be oppressed by a cheap, so-called rich friend. Since we decided to fight this battle cryptically, I made my own post calmly and professionally. I shared a video showcasing 2 of my clients' dresses, Ijoma and Cynthia, and how gorgeous they looked at the wedding. The photo I used in the video had Chineye in it too, but I blurred her face and never mentioned her name. That night, she called me 10 times. I ignored. By morning, Cynthia called begging me to delete the post. Apparently, she had gone under my post and commented that I was a wicked person and that my brand was nonsense. She basically wanted people to be careful of me. I hadn't seen the comment because I didn't check the post after uploading it. What she didn't know was that my younger brother would see it, and he doesn't play when it comes to me. He and his friends flooded the comments, defriending me and exposing her lies. Mom, the post went viral, and this time not in her favor. I called Cynthia back and simply told her I wouldn't be deleting that post anytime soon. Chineye had tried to ruin me, but in the end, she only promoted me. That single video brought more attention to my brand than anything I had ever done. God used her to market me for free. It's been a month now, and Chineye and I haven't seen each other. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. This lady never had good intentions for me. I've learned my lesson the hard way. I will never mix business with friendship unless both sides respect the boundary. What an experience. I definitely don't want a friend like Chineye. What about you? If you've ever experienced something similar, where someone tried to use your kindness against you, drop a comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life stories that hit deep.